Hey everybody, Jay the Fish Guy here. Today we're going to talk about water changes. A question that I get a lot is how big a water change and how often do I do it? Well, unfortunately, that's not really a cut and dry answer. Everybody's tank is unique. Everybody's a little bit different, whether they have different equipment, different livestock, so all that kind of plays a role into your particular need as far as how much of a water change and how often you have to do it. So at the very minimum, you should be doing 25% of your entire system volume once a month. Again, at the minimum. If you have a heavy bioload, if you have a lot of big, high-demand fish, tangs, angels, things like that you're feeding quite frequently, you are going to want to do more. If you have a tank full of corals that are high demand, so let's say you have a lot of SPS corals or even a lot of LPS, they make use of all those trace elements in the water. They burn it up, and by trace elements, I'm meaning even beyond the big three that everybody can test for, alkalinity, magnesium, calcium. I've talked in another video about salt mixes and using reef quality salts, but there's a ton of other trace elements that these animals need to help them grow and have the best color. And if you're not doing water changes, you're not replenishing them. So even though at the end of the month, the tank still looks good, the corals still look good, you might get lulled into a false sense of security that, everything's fine. I'm going to go another month. Save a few bucks. Don't do the water change. Well, it's easy to get into trouble because everything looks good until it doesn't. And then once it reaches that point, it might be hard to come back from it. I've seen corals go from good to gone in a day. Just because a particular parameter was off, or something to that effect. And, the way to stay ahead of that is to maintain a good water change schedule. In a high bioload tank or a tank with a lot of corals, I have a couple of clients that, we do 25 to 30% every 2 weeks. I know that may sound like a lot, but it really makes a difference. The overall health of the animals, both coral and fish, coloration, algae are a big one. That's mostly why people tend to do water changes, try to stay ahead of algae and nitrates and phosphates and things of that nature. But you really have to stick to a schedule. That's probably the most fundamental part of the reefing hobby that sometimes people get a little off track is you got to do your water changes. That is the biggest thing. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. This was a quick one. Don't want to go too long here. Thanks a lot for watching. Give us a like, subscribe, share with your friends. I appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good one.